Hi there, yep, great and glorious Nick Dutch here yet again. How's it going? Just want to talk about Paradolia today. Now I don't know whether you've heard of Paradolia, whether you know what it is. Paradolia is a phenomenon, psychological phenomenon, whereby humans make patterns or seem to sense patterns in apparently random outcomes. Examples would be looking up at the clouds and seeing faces in them. Another example would be looking up at the trees and the ways the leaves interlace, and again seeing faces in them. Because that's a random pattern, your mind is making up a pattern from that. The same phenomenon is believed by skeptics to work when one is doing a tarot reading, because of course you're laying out a random pattern full of symbols from the tarot, and then you create a story from that, which you then relate to the clients. But that's only part of how the readings work. I admit that when I'm doing a tarot reading and it's an entertainment service, and I know it's an entertainment service, and I've made sure the clients know it's an entertainment service, that I would use a Paradolia method, and it would not necessarily be the most accurate reading in the whole wide world, but it would essentially provide what the client wants and needs, and then hey presto, as a result of that, there's benefit for the client, benefit for me, we both enjoy the reading, it's great. However, what if your client wants you to look more deeply and try and work something out of great importance? What if you're being a very serious experimental occultist and you're actually trying to improve the skills that you've got? When that happens, you move away from simplistic searching for patterns and you start trying to see things which basically aren't there. You're trying to reach out beyond your awareness of yourself within your physical form, and you're actually trying to look into someone else's thoughts. You're trying to look at something or sense some feelings that are happening in a location far away, and with the passage of time you do build up a repertoire of different types of sensory experience, and you learn to differentiate between those which are more likely to be pareidolia or false, and those which are more likely to be potentially from another source. So pareidolia has its part to play. It can even be useful at times, but it's not something to rely upon. If you're going to take your occultism seriously, you have to put yourself through a number of different experiences so that you can get much greater quality of understanding from the readings that you're doing. Some psychics or alleged practicing occultists or Wiccans or witches or whatever may turn around to you and say, "Oh, but I saw it." To which the question that I would pose to them is, how intense is your intellectual understanding of the sensory phenomenon that you receive? How deep is your ability to reason, to decode the things that you're experiencing, and on the basis of not only your experience but also practical application, how reliable have you found your experiences to be? As I've mentioned in previous videos, that one of the things which give occultists a bad name are in fact other occultists, who are more driven to following beliefs and less driven to trying to criticize their own experiences so that they can try and work out what's real rather than what they would like to be real, or what their belief structure or their religion would like them to be real. Bear in mind also that within occult groups, a lot of occult ideas have essentially moved into religious ideas. They've turned into religious ideas, and therefore people take their creed seriously and will defend their beliefs, thus going completely against rational scientific understanding of the phenomenon. And when I say scientific understanding, I mean by an intelligent process of thought, analysis, and also cutting out that which is plainly and evidently rubbish. So just returning back to the original subject of this particular talk, does pareidolia exist? Yes. Does it happen in readings? Yes. Is it something to be used in readings? At times. Is it something to be relied upon? No. I mean, if you've read a book which lists various patterns which occur when you're doing tea leaf reading and the various meanings of them, it would be unlikely that that would be expressive of something that's real. However, it can be a useful catalogue of meanings applied to images, which you can then use when you're doing your own investigations. And I feel that's a relatively practical way of seeing the whole thing. Look after yourself, good fortune, God bless.